Hello everybody, week number 5, vectors, calculator allowed. Likely a paper 2 question here. Looks like they're given the equation of two planes. And we're asked to find the acute angle between the planes. So let's say that this first plane here, let's call it pi 1. And let's say it looks like this. Here's pi 1. And then pi 2 crosses pi 1 or intersects at pi 1 at an angle, I don't know, let's go like this. Okay, so when we're finding the angle between two planes, especially in this case where we're asked for the acute angle between planes, clearly we're looking for this angle right here. Okay, and if I just do a profile, quick side view, with no depth to it, that would look like that. Now, what I can do is I can take the normal out of pi 1. Remember, the normal is perpendicular, so this would be normal 1. And I could take the normal out of pi 2, and then I can find that angle between those two. And the green and the yellow angle should add to 180. So if the yellow angle that you end up finding ends up being obtuse, then you know that the green angle, the angle between the planes, will be acute. So you can just subtract 180 minus said angle. Now let's do a little work with the mechanics on how to do this. Well, the normal of pi 1, its equation will be equal to the coefficients, right, of the plane's equation. So I'd have 1, 1, 1. And the normal of pi 2 would be the coefficients there, which would be 2, 0, negative 1. Notice there's no y component. Okay, now the cosine of the angle, let's call it yellow theta, between the two planes will be normal pi 1 dotted with, oops, I'll use black here, not to confuse, dotted with normal pi 2 divided by the product, actual product, multiplication of the magnitude of normal pi 1 and the magnitude of normal pi 2. Just like that. Okay, so we got to find the dot product of the two normals. So the numerator here will end up being, let's see, that'd be 2 times 1, 1 times 0, 1 times negative 1. So I'd take 2 plus 0 plus a negative 1, and I get a positive 1. That is the dot product of those two. Now, because the cosine comes out to be positive, the yellow angle is going to be acute. Okay, so the yellow angle will be acute, which means I've got just a little bit of work to do here, okay? So we'll just subtract from 180 at the end. All right, so the magnitude of normal pi 1 will be magnitude normal pi 1 is equal to Pythagorean theorem on the three components. So 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared. So that's square root of 3. Magnitude of the normal on pi 2, or to pi 2, would be 2 squared plus 0 squared plus negative 1 squared, which would be root 5. Okay, so the cosine of the angle formed between the two normals is 1 over root 15. Okay, so using my calculator, that comes out to give me, let's see here, whoops, theta will end up being 75.0 degrees. Now, real quick, earlier we talked a little bit about, hey, subtracting from 180, but so really my diagram is no good here. Really what we've done is we've found the normal here to pi 2 and the normal here to pi 1, and we found this green angle here, and that green angle there is going to be equal to that green angle there. Okay, so really I didn't mislead you entirely, but where I sketched the normals I did. So if I found this green angle, right, this one, to be 75 degrees, then by simple trig, this should be 105 degrees, which would then make this green angle right here also 75 degrees. So the acute angle between the planes, once I find the acute angle, I'm done. So that's our angle between the two planes using the dot product and the magnitude of the normals. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you get some questions.